All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming on. I'm so happy to see all your beautiful faces. So this is my relaunch. I've actually been with Q Sciences for a little over a year. I've had some ups and downs and some learning curves. It's been a great growing journey. It's been amazing. I'm so happy with my decision. So I've decided to go all in Q. Those of you who know, I had two brick-and-mortar businesses, and this is exactly why I found Q, because I needed the supplements for my juice bar and raw food cafe, right? But life happened, COVID happened, right? And I learned a lot of things with my brick-and-mortar businesses. The overhead is very stressful. Your clientele is very limited, whereas with here, Q Sciences, well, let's face it, the products are probably more potent than a bottle of juice, right? And well, with the online space and plus no overhead, it makes sense. And we all know where the world is going, right? So I've been lucky to meet the best mentors. Tara Truax, if you've met her, she put me in contact with beautiful Caitlin here, Caitlin Johnson, who's been an ambassador with Q Sciences for the last 4 years. She's a golden ambassador right now. She's a mom of two, busy mom of two. She lives in South Carolina. She's a former teacher, so you'll see how she teaches so well. She's very well versed, doesn't have a French accent like I do either. She's also a digestive health specialist. So this is huge. This is really my jam. So I really resonate with that. And she's also a mental health advocate, right? And we all know the importance of mental health, physical health, and emotional health, right? So I've been working with Caitlin for over a year, and her patience is holy. Thank you for your help. And with that being said, I'm just going to pass it on to her because she's the expert. She's the one who's got all the answers and all the goodies to share with us. So Caitlin, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mel. No, I really enjoyed working with you, and I'm super excited. Oh, I do not want to restart my computer now. Snooze you. It doesn't always happen. You're in the middle of something, your computer's
Right.
like, well, let's restart. But that was a beautiful introduction, and I'm so excited to be on with everyone tonight. 15 minutes is all I'm asking for you to find out if this is going to satisfy a need that you have right now, and what I'm saying do you need more information on? Because this is just a quick overview. And some of you might think that this is not the right time for you, so you're just going to file this away, and you might need this in the future, and that is absolutely okay. No matter where you land with either one of those options, I do want you to also think about who else do you know that needs to hear this, because I bet as I'm talking, some people's names are going to pop into your mind like, oh, I wish she could hear this. This might help her based on what she was just talking about, or him. So I am going to share my screen real quick. Mel did an amazing job of already telling you who I am. But of course I have this to show you my handsome hubby and my two kiddos. Patrick, he and I have been married for 12 years. He is a realtor, real estate appraiser, he income properties, flips houses. He is incredible. And we have our two sons. That's Luke, who is now 7, and then Jakey, who is about to be 2. He'll be 2 on Sunday. I can't even believe it. But before they were even in the picture, I have been a teacher by trade for as long as I could remember wanting that. From the time I was 15, I was working in daycares, and I thought I would be a teacher forever. Teaching is stressful. And then once I had my kid, I felt this longing to be more present in his life. Plus, I had some personal tragedies that really made me and my husband rethink how we were living our lives. And so, needless to say, when someone's stressed out and all of a sudden in this state, CBD and hemp becomes legal for consumption, I vetted that. I wanted that. I thought that could be a solution for me. And I didn't want to just go and grab, any sort of CBD at a gas station anywhere. I wanted it to be the best of the best. And so that's how I discovered Q, you guys. And I loved it and how it helped me. You can probably imagine as a teacher, I was open to other streams of income. I was always tutoring or coaching or doing yearbook or something like that. And with that, I wanted to see if this was an opportunity that I could hitch my wagon to. I was actually with another company because I got very much into digestive health. And I wanted to see if this opportunity here with Q aligned more with me and my family and our values. And so what I found was actually a company at ground floor. So at this point, you can see on the little trajectory that it has gone past ground floor. In fact, because of that 1,800% growth, I just had to change the slide. It used to say we're in 24 countries. Now it's 27. I work with a lot of people in Canada, a lot of people in Australia. So having a global company was really appealing to me if I was me working from my phone, from my computer. And Mel mentioned that at the beginning, that really, as you are networking with people, it's not limited to just people you see locally. And then the other part of the right timing is that I was with a company that unfortunately was up here, was very saturated. We know those companies. You know 4 or 5 people who you could probably purchase certain products that you love from because that company is saturated and they're just not aggressive anymore. That's absolutely awesome. They're great companies. But what I was looking for was basically a tide that I could jump into, and I was going to be taken away from it. I just wanted enough to pay for my products. And oh boy, I was able to achieve that really, really quickly and more past my wildest dreams. And I can tell you that part of the reason is the timing of being the fastest growing health and wellness company in the online space. And all of that has to do with these 2 gentlemen who have been able to morph Q Sciences into something that they exclusively own. And that's actually super, super important. Mr. Mark Wilson, Mr. Jake Spencer, I could tell you accolades. The Super Bowl was yesterday in the States, right? I tell you that Mr. Mark Wilson has a Super Bowl ring and this and that, great in real estate. I tell you about Mr. Jake Spencer and how incredible he is as far as a businessman. But what I wanted to actually talk about was how they are not like Oz in the Wizard of Oz, making all these decisions about the company without us. They're very passionate about being 50-50 with the field, with our opinions, with our pay structure and things like that. With our products, we get a lot of say in our products. And those are the 3 things I'm going to touch on, which really helped me propel past just being able to pay for my products, right? So I went to school for teaching, obviously. I'm still paying those student loans, which I'll touch on in a minute. But to have mentors like these gentlemen who are teaching us skills that I can then turn around and build a business, that's where the secret sauce is at. They have partnered with an entire board of doctors, with Ann Billings, our VP of product development. And like I mentioned, something that I think is beyond cool is that they want feedback from the field on our products. So I have actually had a voice in 5 or 6 different products since I've been at Q. Because the owners outright own the company and have partnered with these people, we can be as aggressive as we want with these products that are helping people. And I can't wait to share with you a testimony by my friend Carly in just a couple slides here, and business partner Carly, of how just one type of product is helping her. And you'll see the full suite of products as well and all the different ways it can. And so to be able to have products created by people way smarter than me that I trust, where they are actually continuing to create new verticals, okay? It's also important because I've been talking about hemp. That was the gateway product for me into Q. Well, Canada, you guys have the terpenes. That works just as well, if not better than the hemp, for a lot of the same things I was searching for with my full spectrum hemp, being calm, not as reactive, not as stressed. My husband and my son both started sleeping better. So these geniuses were able to figure out how to do that compliantly for a whole other market within Q Sciences. And so I talked about how they come out with new verticals all the time. And you guys, this was the biggest announcement ever. This is Q Home Haven. So speaking of new markets, here we are Everything from personal care to cleaning to candles to air purification, pantry, pet stuff. This is a one-stop shop. This could be its own company, but it's just one vertical. It's a new vertical. And these are products that people are already budgeting for, that now they can come to this site and purchase from amongst the full suite of products that we have had and have been added to and upgraded by those people I showed you on the slide prior, Ann Billings, Dr. Stephen Kimberly, and a bunch of other smarty pants that are way smarter than me, like I said. So if you need information on specific issues and solutions that you or someone you know or someone in your family might be going through, whether that's immune system, energy, sleep, discomfort, behavior and focus, like for my son, gut health, I'm really passionate about hormonal health and mental health. All of those fit under this nutrition umbrella. So, and there are a lot of different delivery methods, the sprays, the tinctures, those are sublingual, there's powders, there are supplements like in capsules. So many different ways to be able to provide a solution if you are in need of one of those things. And we have amazing ones with experiences too. So we have a new line as well called the Sarah Spencer collection. And this has been incredible for adrenal health. And I just add it to my coffee. And we have other things that get added to water for like energy or detoxing and things like that. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth broken down, I could do an hour seminar on every single one of these products, and we don't have time for that. So there is a recording for that for you to get matched to what fits your lifestyle and price point. What I can tell you about all the products though is something that I just think is not talked about enough. This is the document that sets us apart from wherever else you may buy your home goods, wherever else you may buy your supplements, your energy drinks, things like that. I always say that the bottles are properly labeled, and that's a big deal because anytime anyone goes and pulls products off the shelf, half the time what's on the bottle isn't even in the bottle. You're not even getting the things you're paying for. And then a lot of the times it's contaminated with toxins and things like that because of how it was processed. The product from the origins of it all the way to production through packaging through the shelves. And so this is really, I always say that I'm so glad we have access to product developers, because if there's something that I have a need for and we don't have it on the Q site, I have to spend days. I have to spend days vetting it and making sure I can trust it to give me and my family. With the Q, I know who they are. I know we have this and I fully trust it. And the products work. You can't build a business. You can't confidently go and offer people something unless they do. And to that point, I wanted to introduce Carly. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. You popped up. So this is Carly. Carly's actually, I've been working with her for a little under a year. She's one of my business partners. She's incredible, you guys. She has inspired me to help serve and show up and serve more people because of how many people she helps week in and week out. She's on our customer advisory council. She has a huge voice in the products that get put on our sites. And we're just so blessed to grab like a minute of your time because I know that you have had good success with collagen. And I just wanted you to talk about that for a sec.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try and keep this short. I get really passionate about things. So, and sometimes I ramble. But yeah, the collagen. So I am not a beauty person. I don't do my makeup. I don't really do my hair. So, you know, when I was thinking about trying a collagen, I didn't really know like where to start. But when I came on with Q, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. I had just had my second kid and my hair loss was wild. I had a horrible receding hairline. I was literally wearing hats like all the time because it was, you know, it really hit my self-esteem. And I started taking our medical grade collagen, and literally within 10 days, I had hair growth where I was balding. That first month I had like full hair growth where I had receding hairline, and my results were so amazing that my stubborn Greek husband got on board with the collagen, and he takes it and he's having amazing results too. So we are so grateful for the collagen and what it's doing just for our family in general and how it makes us feel. It's been a blessing.
Yay. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I just love hearing 10 days, because that is truly possible when you actually are giving your body something that it can use that's bioavailable. Absorption is the thread that runs throughout all of Q Sciences products, and synergy. All of our products are not just a one-off. Like, you're not going to have to go buy your vitamin C, buy your collagen. No, those are put together along with a lot of other things that help you, and they all help. Each ingredient has its own benefits, and then they all help the other ingredients work better. That's how you can get 10-day results like Carly's talking about with the collagen. But we hear that with a lot of our products. The reason why our collagen too is at such a good price for what it is because it's several different types of full matrix, and it is the same, not only the same quality, but it's from the exact same people that supply collagen to some hospitals in the US for those who need it through feeding tubes and things like that. That's the kind of quality I'm talking about that I trust. And because seeing is believing and the proof is in the pudding, and actually Mel was on here before everybody, we started recording talking about the serum for her dark spots. You know, those of us over 40, we got to worry about that. Yes, ma'am. So Carly talked about hair loss. Here's my friend Bridget and fine lines. Same thing with my friend Katie. If you look, and her eyelashes and fine lines around the eyes as well, and then skin tone. So this is part of our skincare, and it's incredible. And I'm so thankful, Carly, that you could get on here and share. And I know another one of your favorites has to be literally everyone's favorite, the core. This is our powerhouse. This is 4 components in one. You're not going to find this anywhere else. When you open that pack, there's not 4 bottles in it. You can buy the 4 bottles if you want, but I'm a big fan of the AM PM packs that you just pull out of it. I say it's so easy a husband can do it, because when those packs run out, my husband's like, hey, what do I take? How many of the max? How many antibiotics? And so it makes our life so much easier. But essentially, just the importance of actual absorbable, methylated, chelated, all it means is that everybody can utilize these. Not everybody can use everything out there. Folic acid, for example. I bet a lot of pregnant mamas use that because they were told to, and about 30% of us can't even not only utilize it, but it's toxic to us. So this is our quintessential product. I was just listening to a podcast today about the importance of minerals, specifically the importance of copper. We took a lot of zinc when everybody was getting sick. But you can see it's got gut health stuff and anti-inflammatories that work naturally with your body, not a Band-Aid. So this is the whole basis for optimal health. I tell most people to start here and simplify what you've been using, if you have been using something, into these AM PM packets, or just this is where you want to start. And then we can add in the collagen, the detoxing stuff, the fitness stuff, which I'm about to show you. So this has an 80% reorder rate, you guys. So it's popular. It's the #1 product, and people who are on it utilize it for almost 2 years. Okay. So the whole fitness vertical is another one. This is like having a little personal trainer in your pocket, which, you know, sometimes if you really don't want to do that workout, you're like, oh, but no, it's great for accountability, community, regardless of your lifestyle. Mel is in a totally different realm of fitness than I am in, but we can both utilize this app. And you can also see Carly and I have a business partner named Krista, and those are her pictures. She has built a multiple 6-figure business now and has made time for CrossFit almost every day. And she is able to still utilize the MyQFit and it supplement what she is doing so she can show up as the best business owner, wife, and mom that she can be. So the MyQFit program is awesome. It's an app that you put in your phone. Speaking of apps that you put in your phone, I'm going to just really quickly talk about that. If this is a possible vehicle for you to earn an income during an extremely difficult time in the economy right now, here is what it looks like to create that income through Q. So Carly, Krista, Mel, and I, we could have just been customers. We would have actually gotten the same price as an ambassador, wholesale pricing. But if you want to try to pay for your products and then possibly build on top of that, you know, this is what it is. It's $99 US dollars per year. You have that MyQFit app that I was talking about. Actually, customers do get that too, but it's included in your 99. And the other tools you have are really cool. It's an app that is continually being upgraded because it is owned by the company. So no one is beholden to anyone else's software. That's super important when you're looking. And then also the e-commerce site. Uh-oh, it says my internet's unstable, so I hope you can still hear me. I guess I am back to 1998, goodness. So anyway, e-commerce sites are the future of everything. Most people are shopping online. It's only going to get more saturated with that. And so to have a site where you're not creating the products, you're not keeping inventory, you're not the one shipping the products, you're not handling the returns, and you have a whole app that explains what's on your site for you to send people so they can decide what they need. Well, that just made sense to Mel, Carly, Krista, and I, right? Now, if times are tough, you're like, listen, I need an income. I don't have 99 US dollars. Well, Q hears you. Q understands that. So there is an option for $39.99. And the only difference is that the shipment of products that you would receive each month, you pay for that shipping every time instead of getting it for free. It does every month make it a better deal if you do the $99.99, but we can always upgrade to that. We can always, after we help people get the first couple paychecks, you can upgrade to that, okay? So we're willing to meet you where you need to start. And then please, let's talk briefly about how you get paid. I encourage everybody who's looking how to make an income to vet hard how you are able to earn one, to make sure that you understand it and it's fair. And so let's talk briefly. There are two pockets that you basically get paid from, but 6 different ways, okay? So as you have that e-commerce site, as customers purchase from you, you get a percentage of that. Also, depending on how many products are purchased through your site, you get a paycheck spit out every time a certain number is reached. And then there are bonuses attached to that. And now, if you are someone who's franchising out in the e-commerce world, that means someone wants to also have their e-commerce site. And so as people purchase from their site, all those numbers get tallied, and you also get a set paycheck from that and bonuses, plus something called an FFM bonus, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But this is the full compensation plan. There's no more pages. It's just one. I love that about it. If you need a detailed breakdown, which again, you should look at it. We have Tara Truax, who is Mel and I work with. She has broken it down for us so you can see exactly what you would need to do, how many customers would equal how much pay. And there's also a version of this that is in Canadian dollars now. I'm so excited. So it makes it super easy, and it makes me like want to live in Canada because I'm like, wait, they get paid that much? I don't want that much money, but I know things are more expensive there too. So anyway, we, with this compensation plan, are able to help fill in the gaps of whatever this year has brought to you as far as, you know, when I was a teacher, I could have traded more of my time for more income, but that's not what we're looking for at this point in our lives, me and my husband. So this is helping people use whatever time you do have available and funneling it into those skills I talked about. And this will help you fill in the gaps of what you need in order to live the life that you were living last year, and then possibly even beyond. So I will point out real quick that they increase bonuses for our newest business partners. And also that 48 to 50% of the entire company's revenue goes back to the field, and that's reflected in this compensation plan. It's extremely fair and generous, okay? So the financial freedom movement, it is a bonus. It's also coaching. If you're in Canada, you are going to have access to one-on-one coaching as well. I do have someone that I work with really, really closely. And what she told me made my jaw drop. Okay. So what the coaching does is it helps you eliminate debt. It's all listed here. Establish an emergency fund. You know, I've heard that everybody is one diagnosis away from being in financial turmoil, and they help you set up that emergency fund. Okay. Life insurance that doesn't fluctuate with the economy. That's what they helped me set up. Learning how to invest, connecting you with people who can repair credit, and then building those savings. Part of the bonus structure in our compensation plan is going directly to savings or directly to debt, but also there are people in this company who are making enough to pay for their products every month and maybe a little bit more for a car payment or a mortgage or something, but they have been able to, with the help of the financial coaches, pay off $48,000 in debt. And in fact, and she'll recognize this when she hears this, she was able to help pay off her son's student loan. What that did is help some of his loans. So what that did is help his credit so that he could rent an apartment in a better neighborhood. Those are the types of effects that this has. And I got chills talking about that because you don't have to earn a dime through Q Sciences to have access to this coaching, which I think is incredible. Okay. So I'm about to wrap up here. I just wanted to highlight that because that is our culture encapsulated. The 5 F's, faith of any kind, family, friends, fitness, and that financial literacy piece. The core partnership that I hope you've heard that we have through the comp plan, through the products, and through these systems, right? Our comp plan helps us help the newest person win, but actually our systems are what help the newest business partner win, okay? So none of what I mentioned matters. The products and how awesome they are, how we're not saturated, how we are on our way to becoming a billion-dollar company, none of that matters unless you have the system in place, because we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our system. So as you learn simple skills that we have all learned to build this business, you will be earning along the way. And you will not be alone. No one is alone here. Again, that's part of our culture, but it's also part of the secret sauce of how we have so many people hitting ranks, making paychecks, filling in the gaps of their income. So I am going to leave you guys for your night. I have no idea. I probably went way over 15 minutes, so don't hate on me. I'm going to get that down quick, like smaller and smaller, but there is truly so much. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. So whoever invited you to this, they are going to reach back out to you because, like I said, these tools are nothing unless you decide that this is a good solution for you, whether that's the products, whether that's looking more into how to create an income through Q. And so you'll get your questions answered and you'll actually see the system. Nothing is a secret, but there is more information about every single piece that I just introed to you guys tonight. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I really hope that I get to meet some of you soon, because how cool would that be? All right, I'm going to stop it here. Stop recording.